up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am officially a brunette. How weird is that, like introing this video and being a brunette? It is still such an adjustment for me, but I really am loving it. So I decided to create a little makeup look specifically for my brunette, my brown haired babes, because I don't know, I just feel like colors can look so different depending on the color of your hair. So I focused a lot on more like warmer terracotta, mauve-y, brown type colors today because I feel like those colors really complement, obviously for fall, but with brown hair. So if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go. If you're not new here, leave me a comment and say hi. Let me know what you think of the hair. I vlogged the whole thing. If you missed it, you can check out the transformation in my last video. But with all of that said, let's jump right in. So to start, we're gonna go in with the Weleda Skin Food. I feel like I told you guys about this product a while back, but it is just the creamiest. It's like a super, super thick moisturizer. Technically, you can use it all over your body, but as a primer in the fall and winter, if you have oily skin, even if you have dry skin, I think you're gonna love this. It just gives your makeup such a good grip to hold on to, and it nourishes your skin like you would not believe. Like whenever I have any type of like weird rash, or you guys know I have very sensitive skin, so I get a lot of like weird random things, I treat it with this. So like I had this little ring rash, I used this. Any like really dry patches, I'll use that, but also as a primer for the entire face. So I love that it's a multi-purpose product. This is on my Amazon storefront if you guys wanna try it out. So now we're gonna go in with the Dr. Jart. I want this makeup look to feel fall, but still really light and fresh on the skin. You guys know that's kind of been my vibe lately. I'm not doing a lot of thick, heavy foundation. I just feel like my skin has been thriving and I wanna keep it that way. So I'm just doing one pump of that. I use the shade Light Medium, and this stuff is really amazing. I used to go on with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter or my e.l.f. Halo Glow, and I'll still use those, don't get me wrong. But with this product, I literally don't have to. Like it does the work of like a beautiful foundation with a Hollywood Flawless Filter underneath it or on top of it all in one, which is incredible. I need to wet my beauty sponge, hold on. Okay, so with this product, honestly, oh, hair in the face. Honestly, I feel like I don't even need 2 full pumps of this. I will do 1 pump, like you just saw on the back of my hand, and then evenly disperse it, and I am good. I was doing like a pump on each side initially, and I was like, oh, I don't even need that, because like a little goes a long way, but it also just like makes the product less noticeable and more like skin-like. And I just use a pump, but like, look at that glow. I have literally nothing but the Weleda and the BB cream on my skin. And it's really incredible. It's a testament to a product. You guys know how many products I test and how frequently I test them. It is a testament to a product when I go back to it over and over and over and over again. Like I can't even bring myself to grab some of my favorite foundations because that's how much I love it. So next we're gonna go on with concealer. I've really been loving the Ilia concealer. This is the shade Suma or 1.5. It has just been, I think it's the shade that I love so much about it, but also the formula. Like it is just so creamy and beautiful and natural. I don't know if it's as hydrating as the Kosas, but I haven't been able to find the perfect shade for me in the Kosas. And this shade is literally perfect for me. So that's why we're doing that today. If you guys haven't tried out this concealer and you're looking for a new one, a good one, go for it. I'm gonna just do a little setting spray. I'm using the Benefit Poreless. And we'll blend that out. We're gonna quickly just set that with a little powder. I think I'm gonna do just like a touch more of the Dr. Jart, just in the areas where I need more coverage. I like to do concealer first, just to get, you know, the majority of the coverage from the concealer, so I don't get too overboard, but I just have some problem areas I wanna give a little more love. So I'm just being very light, especially when I'm covering up like some kind of blemish. I'm just super light with the sponge, and I kind of just let it sit on the skin, and we just like blend out the edges. And I feel like that gives the most flawless coverage of like a problem area. Just super light. See how that just gave a little more glow and a little more coverage. So I love that that product's buildable too. All right, before any creasing happens, we're gonna grab our Givenchy Prism Libre in the shade Rose. You guys already know. And my little puff. So I had been using the Beauty Blender puff for a while, but it's always sold out and it's expensive. These I got this in like a 6-pack, maybe even more, on Amazon. And I've really been loving them. So I will link them for you guys, but I'm just gonna kind of coat the tip of the brush. I love the shape of it. It fits beautifully. And then I'm just getting the excess off. And then I'm just gonna go in and press. Just drag that out, just like that. Do we want to zoom? Do you guys need a zoom? Maybe just a little one. Do you see how freaking smooth it makes the skin? I literally want to slather my face in it, but I can't get over zealous. Is that the right word? I can't get ahead of myself. But anywhere I have weird texture or literally any imperfection, I just tap this. So I'm kind of baking, brightening, and setting all at the same time. Quickly gonna pop on brows and we'll be right back. Okay, I lied, we're back for brows because I think I'm gonna do Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze today. I haven't done it in a while and I feel like my brows are finally grown back out a little bit. There's a little more zoom. I told you guys I butchered my eyebrow trimming last week or the week before, and they're finally back a little bit better, so we're not touching them. When I use this product, I comb my brows all the way down, and then I will lift them up. It's actually better to do this when you have no makeup on your face because foundation and powder and concealer and stuff can get kind of caught and give you like some white residue, and we obviously don't want that. But I just feel like, we need more actually. So I'm pressing, and you really wanna coat every single brow. So like, you should look insane. Like, how psychotic is this? I feel like it's so terrifying. Now you can see, imagine. But once they are fully coated, this is what makes them, like gives them that like, what's the word? Like laminated look. Okay, so I think this just proves that my brows were not ready for this because they look 45 different lengths. But imagine I hadn't butchered my brows and see how beautifully laminated that makes them. Oh God, I'm so mad at myself. We're gonna make it work though. We're gonna make this work. Okay, I just went over the scary bald parts of my eyebrows with my Benefit pencil, precisely my brow pencil. I don't recommend doing your brows that way because things can get out of hand with the pencil and the gel. It's not my recommendation. Anyway, we're good now, it's fine, it's fine. So I just dusted off the powder and now we're gonna do bronzer. Guys, I'm so torn because I'm always grabbing for this guy, but I think I'm gonna use Mario today. I don't know if you guys have tried this out yet, but the Mario Skin Enhancer is beautiful and it's so natural. Like it's just this beautiful wash of tan, if that makes sense. I have just the e.l.f. buffing foundation brush and I like this one because I can really be, what's the word? I'll think of it. Precise with where I'm placing the product. So see how that's just like an all over, like it's so understated and it's so natural. Like you're never gonna get like this cut, contoured vibe with this product. So if you don't like that and you just want something that's like overall gonna make your skin look better, I feel like you'll really like this product. I'm gonna do a little bit of that down the side of my nose. And then for the hair, like I feel like I need to be like a little bit tanner to pull off this dark hair. I did self-tan before my hair appointment. I think that helped. But I also just feel like the color is pulling out different tones in my skin that's making my skin look better and making my skin look not tanner, but like, I don't know, it's pulling different shades and I love it. So I feel like when I'm bronzing, it just feels different with brown hair. I don't know why. It's like I either need to add more product or I just need to be like applying it differently because it just looks, my skin looks different with bronzer. now that I have the darker hair. And then I think I'm gonna grab my Charlotte powder bronzer, which you could skip the Mario, set your entire face, and then use the Charlotte powder bronzer instead. I wear the shade 2. It's heavenly. And let's use this guy. This is a BK Beauty angled brush. Look at how low I am on this product. I use it every day. It's so weird. It's like bronzer doesn't show up on my skin anymore now that I have dark hair. Like, how does that make sense? It's bizarre. I mean, it does. I'm just like really having to build it up. Just gonna quickly go back into my Givenchy and we're just gonna carve. I just told you guys I don't want that cut line. Well, I do. I want a little. I need a little bit of a lift. The guide I use is like the middle of my ear. I just feel like it lifts the face and gives me much more chiseled cheekbones. And I have like a heart-shaped, pretty round face, so I kind of need that. Let's do a little bit down the side of the nose too for a little bit of a nose contour. I just love how easy this powder is to use. You can use it over and over and over again. There we go. All right, so we're letting that sit. And now we're gonna do blush. This Youthforia blush, I don't think I've used this on my YouTube channel yet. I've only used it on TikTok, is so freaking cool. I would recommend not using powder before putting this on because it's a liquid product, but it's too late for me and I can make it work. But it is stunning. So it's green, but it reacts to your pH or your chemistry. I don't really know exactly. I think it's your pH. And it changes the color that's like best for you. Are you kidding? How cool is that? I also bought this off Amazon. So I'm gonna just kind of push this in with my finger and it's glowy. The color is literally custom and I love it. I love the flush it gives. It feels like just a natural flush. Isn't that beautiful? It's very glossy as well, which I think is just pretty. You can obviously set this with a powder or just like a powder blush if you want, but honestly, it dries down into the skin so nicely. I don't even think you need to. And it just gives such a nice glow. Pick up a little excess with my sponge. Oh, it's so gorgeous. All right, moving on to eyes. Personally, I think if you have darker hair, you're gonna love the Mario palette the most out of like all the matte basic palettes I have. I just feel like these colors are so complementary. We have some warm shades, we have some with like greener undertones, we have some neutral shades. So I love this. I'm gonna make this insanely simple because I don't wanna go crazy today. I think I'm just gonna grab my 201, just a fluffy, literally the first fluffy I saw. And I'm gonna start with this shade. And I'm just gonna do a wash of color so that we're all the same here. Now I'm gonna move down to this guy. Keep this one a little bit more in the crease. Do we need a zoom? Y'all wanna zoom? All right, and now I'm going over to this guy. So just those top 3 shades, I put them all in the same place. I just kind of buff them all together. This brush makes blending these shadows incredibly easy as well. All right, then we're just gonna do like 1 or 2 darker shades. I'm probably gonna go with this guy right here because it has this like, almost like auburn, like warm chocolatey, caramely brown tone. And I think this is gonna look really pretty. See what I'm talking about? So I kind of just like get the product off where I want it and then I start really lightly buffing it in. Really lightly. Grabbing a little smaller guy in that same shade and I'm just gonna smoke out the lower lash line with that. I'm kind of just bringing that up into the crease to give it a little more definition. Honestly, I'm probably gonna leave it like that. Last thing I'm gonna do is grab a little tiny guy and do the black and the dark brown mixed on that one and do a tiny little wing. Not even a wing, but like maybe it'll probably turn into a wing. Just like to define that outer half of the lash line. This brush is the 208, is literally tiny, but I love how precise you can be with it. Okay, same thing on the other side. Okay, you guys already know we are popping on Jones Road mascara. It is the best. Again, this is one of those products that like I cannot stop using every day. I'm probably low on it because I've used it so often. And I just got it like a month ago. It does make a little bit of a mess though if you're not paying attention. Guys, blink on your mascara. I'm telling you, it does something to it. I'm gonna do L'Oreal Telescopic on the bottom lashes. Pulling my lower lashes kind of in on the bottom because I want to make this eye like a little more dramatic. All right, we're gonna let all that dry and then we're gonna clean up the mess. All right, so I wasn't feeling the blush, just the color it changed. So keep that in mind if you want to obviously have more control over the color. Maybe this one's not for you, but you get it. So I'm glad I showed you that. But I remembered I have this one, which is the one, this is exactly the type of shade I was hoping to go for, which is Teddy from Persona Cosmetics. And I'm just putting it on the back of my hand and then kind of rubbing it in with my finger and applying it this way. And it's exactly the shade I was going for. It's like a peachy brown, like see it blended out on my hand. And I just love this type of shade for fall. It goes with the eye much better too. And honestly, layered with that other blush, I still love it. Okay, to clean up that mascara mess, I just used the end of my spoolie and kind of flaked it all away. It sounds disgusting, but I swear it works. Just make sure your mascara is dry. If you've watched my channel before, you already know this trick. Okay, we're gonna finish off with lips. We're gonna use the Mario pencil in Toasty. I can't remember if I used this in one of my other fall videos, but it is such a good fall lip liner shade. It's like a mauve nude, but not like a mauve purple, like a mauve brown. Okay, and then we're filling in our triangles, you know, here, here, here. These are creamy enough that you could fill your entire lip in, but I want a little bit more of a contour on my lip. He also has a brush on the other end of his liners, which I think is genius. They're so creamy and good. All right, to top it off, we're gonna use Tower 28 Gloss in the shade Oat. This is another one of those products I cannot stop grabbing for. Let's dust that powder away. I think I'm gonna grab a little of my Kosas Cloud Set just to finish everything off. I think I want to use a bigger guy, like one of these for this. And this just airbrushes the hell out of your skin. Okay. Okay, so I just went and quickly styled my hair so that you guys get the full view of how this look ended up with, of course, my brown hair. I'm still adjusting. It's still such a wild thing to look at me with brown hair. It's crazy, but I love it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Honestly, love how this came out. Little pro tip, if you're not feeling your makeup, walk away from it for like 10, 15 minutes, come back to it. Your skin is gonna look a million times better. Your makeup just has to kind of melt into your skin. So give yourself some time. I always do that, like literally every time I do my makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I love how it turned out and I will see you in my next one. Bye.